On an earlier video, I spoke specifically to the value of not judging and the value of not having judgments. Now, I don't mean judgments in terms of knowing whether food is viable or not, right? I mean, if you smell food, it either smells good or it smells like it's bad, or maybe somewhere in between. That's not the kind of judgment I'm talking about, right? That is simply observation. I'm talking about the judgment that labels. So labeling something as either good or bad, or good and evil, or wanted, not wanted, good enough, not good enough. Those judgments are designed to prevent change. That's a tool that ego uses to prevent change within ourselves, and also a tool that ego uses to prevent change in our environment or politically. Judging prevents change and prevents our personal growth because it requires us to measure and compare. If you're going to judge something as good or bad, or not good enough, or wanted, whatever, good or bad, really, you have to measure and compare it to something. And in order to measure and compare, you have to reference the past. Make sense? You should get that by now after all these videos. And whose past do you reference? You reference your own past. Anytime we are judging a situation or a person or anything at all, we are judging ourselves because it's our own past that we reference. We judge ourselves and then we project it onto the world out here, and then we run away or we go somewhere else, or we don't interact with it anymore, or there's 1,000 ways that ego can prevent change, but this judging is number one. And you may have noticed that these videos, I've left a trail of little fuses that you can light to set off your judgment bombs if you want to to prevent the change you're going through. These workshop, it's designed to be simple, but it's also designed to keep people out who are judgmental. I mean, I am not in a suit, and this is not a super professional production. And hey, maybe the sound is bad, the lighting's bad. There are 1,008 reasons why somebody would shut this video series off. And if you've gotten this far, it's because you've already obviously had some spiritual training and you already know what happens when we judge. However, I'm choosing to be very specific because anytime that you judge from here on out, recognize that it is you judging yourself, and you're doing it to prevent yourself from changing. And cut it out. When you judge yourself outside yourself, which is what all judgments are, then what you end up seeing is this, your overlay on the world. Your personal overlay of not good enough or not wanted or not, whatever, fill in the blank. That is what keeps you living in a kind of an awful world, And so when you stop judging and when you let things be the way they are, you'll notice that the world is actually a perfect place. And, I hope that clears up any questions you've had about judging, about why it's so critical to give it up. It's not about, it's not that the universe doesn't want you labeling things outside yourself. That's not why judging is bad. It's bad because it prevents change. And if you want to prevent change, then judge away. But if you're looking to expand and grow and find something new, like an increased intuition and a fun-filled, happy, fun, playful life, then you should give up judging. Fair enough? All right, that's video 25. I think there's another 10 coming. And, I hope to catch you soon. And yourbodyneverlies.org. Please check it out. You can get on our newsletter and also check out the latest schedule. And if you want, hey, invite me over to your venue. If you've got 12 or 24 people, I would love to come speak. And so send me an email. Thanks a lot. Bye.